May I first start by congratulating the directors who were elected recently. I want to congratulate you for winning the confidence of the shareholders and the confidence of the farmers to take those positions you have taken on their behalf. You have a very, very, very heavy responsibility on your shoulders, because you have taken over at a very, very difficult time in this industry. Difficult in the sense that there has been a long history of agitation for change by farmers that boiled over this year. And the agitation largely has been necessitated or driven by the fact that farmers feel their investments in this sector is not earning the money. So your biggest challenge as you take over the management of this is to see how to address that particular issue. Some of the proposals that are already coming out very easily is, what can we do to reduce the cost of transport? And there is already a discussion going on between yourselves, I'm sure you are aware, those who have been attending the meetings, and the government to work out a way in which Kenya Railways can transport the tea to Mombasa at concessional rates, so that you can have a saving in that particular line of costs, which saving you must take it to the farmer. It's not a saving for any other purpose. It's a saving to help improve the farmer's earning. So the government is really committed. I want also to assure you that the government is committed to work with you to do the necessary changes to turn around this sector, this subsector. We are committed. This sector is too important to be left to its own devices or to be left to cartels to run. It is too important for the country, for the economy, for our population, for our people, majority who depend on it. So don't ever think one day that government will just stay away, or you can push government out. Government is a major stakeholder because government represents people. So when people are making noise, when farmers are unhappy, government can't be comfortable. And the only indicator that the sector stand around, the only indicator we'll be waiting for is to see an increase in farmers' earnings. So we must go back to that mission, the mission for which we were created, to support the smallholder farming in the country and make it a profitable business and make it a sector that can support livelihoods in the country. And there are other changes that will take a little while to fix the auction, to make it a proper auction that is not opaque, that is not run by vested interests, that allows market forces to operate and the price discovery mechanism to operate. The way it is running now, that is not there. We know, you all know. Kama chai ikienda kwa soko haipati hiyo, inarudi. Mutafute njia ya kucushion farmers. I'm told the tea can stay for 3 years. So why are we in a hurry to sell? Some weeds, court cases, whatever, we've not been able to implement it wholly, but we want to start that journey now with you, implementing the new Tea Act. So you actually change drivers, because you are going to be part of those who are implementing the Tea Act, where you are required, whatever you are required to do yourself, what the team board is supposed to do, and what other stakeholders, the obligations of other stakeholders within the sector. And the key in this Tea Act, you will be given more details, is that we want the factory companies also to be strengthened, to be able to do their own obligations, even as we have Ktda supporting them and providing the services. We believe the older system has completely suppressed the factory companies. Many of them just, they are just there. They are just there. And that's factory companies where the farmer is right there. You suppress them, make them useless. Decisions are made elsewhere. Then they are imposed on them. That mondo again is part of what has brought us where we are. So the Tea Act tries to give all the balance. All the balance between what the holding, the management agent can do on behalf of the factory and what the factory company can do for itself. That all the balance must be maintained. Must be maintained. Because factories are not uniform. They should also be able to do innovation at their own level to also improve their own value. They should be able to cut their own costs at their own level to also increase their own earnings. They are companies on their own, isn't it? They are companies. They should be able to have their own, even as you help them, even as we look at, of course, the bigger picture and you support them. We are not saying you shouldn't, but we are saying that autonomy, that ability of them to make decisions is critically important. Of course, even as you help them make rational decisions, make decisions that are in the best interest of the farmer, but not imposing them. I think that's an important point that you've got to look into. But even as we implement that, do it in a way that you don't disrupt the team business at the local level. Because again, the farmer is not going to wait. The farmer, anataka pesa yake mwisho wa mwezi ya ile chai imeuzwa. Nataka kujua mambo ingine mingi. Kwa hivyo hata tukifanya hivyo, even as we do that change to make the companies at the factory level give them some autonomy and the ability to make their own business decisions, we also make sure that no disruptions are in place, because disruptions can also bring damage to a very fragile sector that is already suffering. So we make sure that that is not that is properly done in a way that we are okay. So really I don't want to kuendelea kuongea sana. Nataka tu kuwashukuru kwa kuwa kwa mkutano hii na kuwa na hiyo attitude ya kufanya kazi pamoja. You have to work together as a team. You've got to be able to see the bigger picture, all of you. You got to be very consultative when you are driving change. And as I've said, government, the team board, ourselves, in the ministry, actually to the highest office in the land, you are our support to drive the change. Tukifanya mabadiliko ambayo yanawezekana, na tuseme tuko reckless, hapana, mabadiliko ambayo tunaona yatasaidia, tunaenda tukiimplement properly, na nafikiri tutabadilisha sekta hii tukiwa pamoja. Asanteni sana.